4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 4 and 2 and 4. Oh my God! 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 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 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. So you notice I'm putting a little bit of space and instead of strumming all 4 chords, right? Instead of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and having a quick change, you know, with that split second like they do in the song as recorded, right? We're going to use this song, Simple Man, from Lynyrd Skynyrd as a way to practice. Got your C, G, A minor, A minor. Each one gets 4 beats. So instead of strumming on all the beats, what I'm doing is kind of just strumming 1 and 2, maybe the 1 and the 2, you know, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. This way, as you're counting to 4, you'll have the second, you know, the beats 3 and 4. That's that 2 beats of time to change the chord, right? Mm-hmm. Because that's the challenge. You don't want to keep putting pauses in a song because that's not how songs go. So your pause needs to come from your time of strumming. It's not a pause. It's just, you know, time that you need to change the chord. It has to come from somewhere because the time just keeps going once you start the song, right? So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and see, and then now if you want just to have it, just to hear it along to it, or perhaps you can play this part. You know, and then I could pick this part out if you want. Oop. Just as a way to start, instead of strumming, just as a way to start, right? You know, you can just start by picking the first. He walks into that C chord, open, 2nd fret, 3rd fret. I'm starting on the root note of every one, so on the A. A great way to practice as well, and it sounds a little better than just the one strum, you know, just to mix it up. Remember, I'm using the song Simple Man from Lynyrd Skynyrd and making exercises out of the song, right? So we're tearing this down to foundational, you know, the actual absolute foundation of the song, and we do it. And if you want the run that goes between that C, they climb this up to the C. And then, so from the C. It's not very hard. I think you'll actually be able to do this in 1 week. You know, after 1 week of the chords. And then I think by the next week, you have the chord changes down well enough that you can have the mind time to think of it. That's where the problem lies, always. Right. Once you have the muscle memory on the hand, then that frees up the thought. I mean, while the thought is on making the chord, no room left to think of stuff like that. that's why when people that don't play watch people playing, it's like so magical or whatever, right? But we have a system to it. There's a system. You have to follow along with it. So you got. There's nothing wrong with trying to put your own little arpeggios. That's what that's called. When you're holding a chord out and you're picking single notes of it, we call it an arpeggio. You're arpeggiating the chord. So I think that about sums up using Simple Man as a way to practice changing these chords, and as well as a way to introduce for the first time a way to put a little fill in between chords that go well together. So you have here's the skill sets: make the chord, changing between the chords, because that's a move in itself. Well, as part of the changing between the chords, we put these little fills in. They call it a fill. That's filling the space. So fill, fill, fill. Until you get down the entire riff where you're one guy's picking the arpeggio the whole time. So let's see. I'm sorry. I should have practiced first, but. I just remembered about that too. That's that main riff because the chords never change, but the feeling of the song changes. It like builds up, right? And for the build-up part, that was the difference. Instead of doing those nice open cowboy chords, we call them, the open string chords, then it's more of like a edgier sound. And then he's using that power chord version of it. Well, at least the other guitar player might be turning him up more. These guys, there's 3 guitar players in that band, so it's like, and that's a lot of fun to work on. That I think stands out in my head when I think of that song. That fill, that beginning part stands out in my mind. All right, I think that's good enough for this week for a good lesson on using Simple Man as a way to practice changing between these common chords. They're found in tons of songs. All right.